The Tom and Doug Show.
Hi, I'm Noemi de la Puente, actress, award-winning envelope opener, and music critic for the Yugoslavian language edition of Horse and Rider magazine. What you may not know about me is that I travel the world searching for the least known bands with the greatest potential to stay unknown. In all my travels, I have never found any band as deserving as Tom and Doug. This is their story.
Oops. Well, we and we are here. We are here in the studios on your show, The
You
Love
said
of
that.
Music. Where it's called The Love of Music.
What are you loving about music?
You know, I love the first song, and I just hope it doesn't go downhill from there because
I
after
think-
that first song, it's going to be pretty tough to go to sort of keep the momentum rolling.
I think I saw the playlist and we're in trouble. there we go.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I hear that you listened to one of our songs called "It Takes Two to Murder."
I have listened to several of your songs. Actually, I have three of your albums now.
Mm-hmm.
All
And-
good, all interesting, and pretty awesome.
And what did you think of that song?
I love the song. I love your. The best way I can describe it is, you guys bring so much good music with the songs, but then interesting things that you would not expect in the song that you're like, that just happened. And I will tell you, if I was going to murder someone, which I would never would do, I would rather have a secondary person to help me because and then help me cover it up. I've watched enough Forensic Files. It's very difficult.
Yeah, it is surprisingly difficult. I've heard. I've heard.
You read it in the book.
Yeah. Moving on.
It was a difficult song. It was a very difficult song because when he brought me this idea, and I was like, I don't
we
think
can't do
we can't
that.
do this song.
But I like it.
Yeah.
Well, there's such a culture of blaming the victim.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Right-
the
now.
angle we brought to it.
Even slavery, this type of person deserves a thing.
Well,
and
even-
we've started
even-
hearing it about murder
Even
now,
white
too,
collar crimes, you can blame the victims.
where you end up letting people murder someone else just because they believed maybe they were threatening, but because they had a skin color different from theirs.
Correct. Or you're in your home and someone breaks in and you are, there's, I could go on and on.
Yeah.
I prefer what you, but I'm like,
And so we thought, the version of that is, well, I couldn't have murdered you if you weren't here.
right.
So really,
like
it's
if you
your
weren't in my
fault.
house, breaking into my house, going up the stairs.
Doesn't even
we
need
would-
that. If you just weren't anywhere
Right.
near me, I couldn't murder you. So really, it's your fault.
It is my fault. It's my fault.
But I
I'm sorry.
like the idea of like the person, the murderer, wanting sympathy, really
Yeah.
being upset that not enough people are thinking of my feelings
Mm-hmm.
as the hardship that I'm going through as the murderer. So I thought that was perhaps an area of biting fun,
Yeah.
a little bit of.
And with "It Takes Two to Murder," obviously it had to be a tango. And so we wrote a pretty traditional Argentinian tango.
Some see violence as fiction. I want to look a little further. I prefer to blame the victim. It always takes two to murder. I was once a great denier. I was twice as much a dreamer. I was 3 times in the fire. Justifications get extremer. I know, yes, I know you agree with me, and I know that you'd be with me if only you could. But you know I am hurting now, and you know I need comfort now. You know that I'm good, so good. We always had the best relations, but relations get suspended, and these painful complications are not what I intended. Sometimes I'm sad about our parting, and I am sad enough for crying, though it's my pain that is starting. It is you who did the dying. Though you might resent my actions, that's a feeling we should bury, for such guilt is a distraction, and it's a burden I won't carry. Now some might say I attempt the impossible, and I should feel responsible for this thing we can't be. But you must understand, my defenses were overrun. There's enough blame for everyone, so there's none left for me. Some see violence as fiction. I want to look a little further. I prefer to blame the victim. It always takes two to murder.
Hi, we're back.
Yes, and so that was It Takes Two to Murder by Tom and Doug off of our album,
That's
Never
us.
Mind the
We're Tom and
Bollocks.
Doug.
It's time for us.
Or
Yeah.
Doug and Tom.
Oh,
or
yes.
Tom
Yeah,
and Doug.
it might be.
Which are we
We're
today?
Tom and Doug. We're definitely Tom and Doug today.
Okay,
TomandDoug.com,
Yeah.
so probably shouldn't confuse people too much there.
Yeah.
So that featured Zlatan Krishan on drums.
Yes.
And a staple of Iowa Public Radio, Kurt Snook on violin, and Tom singing and playing
Yes.
accordion, and me playing piano and guitar and bass. And
All that kind of fun stuff.
I have a question. How long has your show been nationally syndicated?
Since we started, I think it was...
So 6 years?
Actually,
Yeah.
yes, 6 years. So it's before KHOI was broadcasting. We were actually broadcasting across the network.
But you guys have a history of 30 years and
too
experience?
long, much too long. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Well, you want to talk about that briefly?
Yeah, he
What-
can't take a hint.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing music for so long that we just keep forgetting that, we can't stand each other. And that's really where it comes from.
I don't know if you've noticed this, and maybe we've talked about this on a previous show, but a lot of bands achieve success and then break up.
Yeah.
We're missing a step.
Yeah, there's pictures of you in underpants and in nurses' out. Look at this.
We haven't
and
yet.
you're
Yeah,
in
that's-
nurses' outfits with lollipops.
Well,
this is old.
That is true. We
you have more hair, both of you. I think yours
No,
is
I
longer
got
now,
plenty
but
of hair, yeah.
yeah,
Doug has plenty of hair. He just it's
he's
really
shaving
short.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't shave it. I would leave it.
Well, I was thinking of doing a comb over from my back.
I would come over like you talking about.
Wait, open that up. Open that picture up.
Donald
That's what
Trump?
it looks
No,
like.
Donald Trump
That's
I
what it
would
looks
do
like, the
it.
comb over from your back.
Oh, this one?
Oh, no, it's the other side, the other side.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always
yeah.
good to reference a visual thing on the radio, Tom. Good
I'm
job.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I did have one question
Yeah.
about one of your albums, and I have it right here. Let me take a look. Never Mind the Bollocks. Hope I
Yes.
pronounced it right. I
Yes.
was wondering why you're on the railroad tracks with instruments in a position that, what was that all
It
about?
was a hard day.
Yeah. And Snidely Whiplash had tied us down.
It was true.
I know, I don't see you tied down, but maybe you were. Maybe it's hidden underneath the
Well, they use
equipment.
that fishing line stuff.
That's your accordion, and that's
Yeah.
is that your guitar or your bass?
Okay, so have you ever actually heard someone play accordion?
Yeah.
Have you not wanted to tie them down onto a railroad
After a
track?
while.
See? There you
Okay,
go.
so you tied him down, but then you
Problem
laid down it
solved.
willingly?
Well, I mean, you know.
He felt bad. For
Yeah,
me.
I felt
Or you were going to play him a goodbye song and then jump when the train came.
Yeah,
he looked lonely.
Yeah,
I thought, yeah.
he just, you know.
I'm a nice guy like that.
Later, dude. We're done.
Oh, you
Yeah.
look so sad there. Don't cry. So he lied down
Yeah.
next to me.
Birds do it, bees do it, even squirrels in the trees do it. Yes, sir, you know what I mean. Snakes do it, baboons do it, even the Pope ain't immune to it. No, sir, it's not at all obscene. Yes, it's natural as can be, It happens eventually, The priests and the nuns, they say they've got it licked, but far as I can tell, they're all full of Sharks do it, snails do it, even prisoners in the jails do it. Yes, sir, you know what I mean. Girls do it, guys do it, international spies do it. John F. Kennedy did it in a limousine. Yes, it's natural as can be, It happens eventually, Society says to force it on another is wrong, but as for me, I'll just take it as it comes. So birds do it, bees do it, even squirrels in the trees do it. Yeah, sooner or later, everybody dies. Don't ask me why, but sooner or later, everybody dies.
There is just not enough time for me to tell you how little time there is.
Tom, I'm telling you, ecotourism is where it's at.
Yeah, I'm really, really glad that you made me do this, Doug.
Look, are you serious about the environment or not? You will thank me, son.
Stephanie, you need that.
Hey, I listened to the Tom and Doug show on KHOI 89.1 FM. I totally want this in my car. Can we go out and put it in my car?
You actually listen to the show?
Yes, I do. And I had them on the show tonight, and they had me crash their party last night on their show. So let's figure out anywhere you want in the car. It doesn't matter. You can put it on the side, you can put it on the bumper. I don't care. But one of you guys are going to take it.
Well, yeah, I think, this would be really quite remarkable.
I would say,
Right.
maybe not that.
Right here, that?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could do. I will look around it. Let's figure out an interesting place, not a boring place, not the bumper. Let's do something meaningful, impactful. What about right here?
How about right there?
Gas would be a problem.
You wanted something meaningful.
I do meaningful, impactful, but then I can't drive. So
You never have to gas your car up again.
So
because you couldn't.
let's go with something like here. I mean, I'm cool with doing something like kind of.
Classic. I mean, you could.
Classic's boring.
You've got KHOI up there. You could have a KHOI
I'm
relevant
cool
thing
with
here
that.
too.
I mean,
Yeah, I
if
think that makes sense.
you want to be boring, you can totally do that.
Well, okay. You
I
don't
was
want
thinking,
boring.
like, sideways, like
You don't want boring. Fine. Take off your shirt. I got a place for it.
Hold on. I gotta clean it. It's cleaning. I'm cleaning it. Okay. I think an angled version of it that way is.
Still wet.
I know what you're saying. Like, I get the bumper, but I think that's what I want it. I want it right here, angled. We're gonna angle it here, here and here. We can do a picture and like a selfie.
Much longer.
I'm totally doing it like. I think that.
All right.
What do you guys think?
Lovely.
It's beautiful.
Ready?
That's nice. That's very nice. I'm going inside.
How you put it sideways?
Yes, I know it was awesome. I knew it was
Now
awesome.
you need one on that
Now,
side. You need one on the other side too.
Dude, it's a little bit off because it should be
Well,
over here,
so
but I'm
are
gonna
we.
go with that.
So
I'm
are
off
we.
too. Okay, so I think it's cool like that. I didn't really want it. The bumper seems boring. And plus, now people look at you, and you can even pick your nose and stuff. They're like, oh, Tom and Doug show. We're getting awesome. Whatever you say. Then there you go. I'm like, that is the show.
Here in the Tom and Doug Show, we are not totally committed that time is always sequential.
That's true. You often think it's not.
Yeah, I do have this